Holy shit, I'm live. Um, Solidarity, comrades. I know it's been a long time. I've had a um, very busy few months. So I wanted to make an update video saying that I'm back and I'm gonna be back making videos a lot more frequently. And if you see this video later on, or if you're watching it now, you can comment now. What kind of videos do you want to see? I was thinking about doing a biographic series on individual communists, maybe lesser known communists. Uh, for example, the one in the thumbnail that I put for this stream, um, uh, Anipov, Comrade Anipov, died today. In 1993, he was a pro-Stalin anti-revisionist who led a coup against Boris Yeltsin, and unfortunately they failed. But he's a good comrade either way. So that's the first thing in the news, that he died. Um, the second thing in the news is that it seems like that the Democratic Republic of Congo, the one that was not socialist during the Cold War, has elected a new, more pro-West president, and it seems the West is pretty ecstatic about that. He's very similar to the new president in Zimbabwe, so that is unfortunate. Um, in other news, Latin America, there has been a coup in attempt in Venezuela. The National Assembly, which has been stripped of its powers temporarily, and given those powers have been given to the Constituent Assembly. So what they did is they elected constituents from each constituency within Venezuela to make a legislative assembly, because what the National Assembly was doing was illegal according to the Venezuelan Constitution. But the National Assembly still acts like it has power, even though it's an illegal entity at the moment. It's suspended. And anyway, the new leader of the National Assembly has claimed to be president, so that's interesting. Even though the Hugo Chavez combat groups and the Bolivarian armed forces are all on the side, and the people, the masses, and the Constituent Assembly are all, and the popular vote are all on the side, and democracy is all on the side of Nicolas Maduro and the Bolivarian Revolution. So, in geopolitics, Vietnam and China have had a rough history, especially during the 80s, late 70s, 80s, and they're finally normalizing relations, normalizing trade and everything, which is good. There needs to be more cooperation between socialist states. I find that fantastic. Another great news, which I'm sure you all heard, is that Syria has the Assad government in Assyria, the legal government in Assyria, has won their anti-imperialist war. The United States is pulling out all of their troops. They are just crushing the remnants of the Free Syrian Army, aka the moderate Islamists, and Daesh is essentially crushed in Syria and in the Middle East, and they're operating in a more clandestine manner now. So the only issue going forward in Syria is the Kurdish issue. Now, I think that the Kurds are definitely going to want independence, but um, I think that should be something that should be decided democratically within Syria, or within Rojava. The Kurds have been a people without a state for a long time. They did ally themselves with American imperialism during the conflict against Daesh, but I mean, if the Kurds are a complete different nation they're a minority, and that there's natural antagonistic oppression when you're a minority within a state with a majority, especially in a state that is not a socialist state like the Ba'athist Assad Syria. So maybe they could have a referendum to see if they want to be independent, and there can be a peaceful resolution to that because the last thing Syria needs and the last thing that region needs is more war. Um, there's the ongoing Gaza conflict that still every day a new Palestinian is being murdered by an IDF soldier in Israel, and they're still destroying settlements in the Palestinian state and setting up Jewish settlements illegally, which is just par for the course there. There's nothing really the Palestinians can do about it except for rely on freedom fighters like Hamas and the PLO and communists, and they're just kind of back into a corner because the entire imperialist world is behind Israel, and it's like, what are you gonna do? But I still believe in the liberation of the Palestinians. I just don't have the solution to it. Well, I guess I do have the solution to it. Is to um, first eliminate imperialism, which is the main goal for first world communists, is to smash imperialism in any of its forms, even if it's just discouraging its positive rhetoric, whether it's attempting to lower the budget of your government's military, whether it is physically protesting uh, imperialist actions by your by your country, and all things like that. So, what I while I think of any other news that may be at hand, I would like. I know this is a live video right now, but later it's going to be uploaded to my channel, and I would like any comments or suggestions, I should say, of videos that you want to see. Because I'm thinking about doing like a bioptic series on lesser known communists. But also, I want to see if anything you want to see, and I can make a video on that. I don't have much to say now. It's a weird time. I may do a live stream later today in American time and see if anyone is interested in watching. This is just an update video. Actually, I think if I can access my fucking Twitter, I'll try to get a better update. All right, solidarity, comrades. Have a good one.